say hello to everyone first. How are you? Want to give me a hand? We haven't met for a long time. Oh, cold hands, put them in your pocket. You as well.
After a long time in captivity and her abduction to Gaza, Gabriela Leimberg has had many emotional meetings.
How are you?
I moved here.
Are you happy?
Yes.
That's great.
One of those meetings was at the day center of the Association for People with Disabilities in Ramat Rachel, Jerusalem, which she managed until that terrible Sabbath of October 7th. It is obvious that not only did she miss the contact, the friends who were anxiously waiting for her did as well.
Did you just come to visit us right now?
I'm still on vacation, yep.
Until when?
I don't know, but I'll let you know.
That Saturday, Gabriela Leimberg was kidnapped from Kibbutz Nir Yitzchak with her daughter, Mia, her brother, Fernando, her sister, Clara, and Clara's partner, Louis.
Kish, come on.
And of course, the dog, Bella.
Bella.
That's a story that grabbed headlines, I think, all over the world. So that brings us to that Shabbat in Nir Yitzchak.
We went to my sister Clara's for Friday night dinner, and on Saturday we woke up to red alerts, turned on the TV, saw that they'd entered Sderot, and were shooting people. We were inside the safe room. I don't know what happened first, if it was gunshots, if it was... But this thing, it was different. So we began to understand that it was close and could also reach us. We were in the safe room and there was no way to close it.
How many people were in the safe room?
5. Suddenly we heard glass shattering. They were shooting at the windows. So we put a stick by the door handle, but it didn't help and they opened the door. I thought that we were going to be killed. They stood in the doorway and continued shooting.
They fired in your direction?
Not really. They didn't see us. They didn't enter, and we were in the corner of the safe room. So we hugged and stayed like that. At some point, we realized that they wanted to kidnap us because we saw that they weren't killing us. My sister Clara said, well, let's go out. They want us to come out. So we went out. They put us in a van and they took us to Gaza. Part of the ride was in a van, another part through tunnels, and the last stage was inside Gaza by car as well. We stopped, we walked, there was a drive, more walking. I estimate the whole journey took between 2 and 3 hours. They put us in an apartment inside a building, and from there, the nightmare began.
Every day in Hamas captivity is an eternity, and Gabriela spent almost 2 entire months in Gaza, a nightmare that is not over yet. Do you know where you were?
No, there was noise from people outside. We thought we were inside a city. Being in captivity is a nightmare. Losing your freedom, you can't decide anything. Any second you could be dead. The bombing was heavy, scary, and not sleeping and waiting for it to be over. During the day there was a bit of relaxation, and again another day passes and the night comes. They could destroy this building as well, we thought. Fear, it's just fear.
The Hamas said, you will not leave here alive and not on account of us.
That's right. You, us, will all die together.
How long did they guard you there? How many were there with you?
There were many, and they changed for a while. In the beginning, and then it was quite constant.
Did they speak Hebrew, Arabic, English?
No. They spoke in Arabic and here and there words in English, but not really. We communicated on a very basic level. They told us a little about what was happening in Israel. We didn't really know if what they were telling us was true or not. But we did understand that they were happy about what happened that day.
Were there other hostages or just you?
We didn't see.
Was there anything to eat?
At first there was. Over time there was less and less food. We didn't have an appetite either, yeah? But I can say we weren't hungry. People our age have high blood pressure, cholesterol problems. There were no medicines, and this is really harmful to health.
How did you know when it was day and when it was night?
We were not in the dark. There was light. They would open the curtains and light came in through the window.
And air?
Sometimes they opened the window a little. Well, it was really a case of, when do I get out of here?
Your daughter was with you there. Mia was there, a 17-year-old girl.
We were with her all the time, and all the time the eyes of the adults who were there were on her. But there was a lot of worry. I didn't leave the room for a second. We wrapped around her all the time and didn't let anyone really.
Come close.
Not verbally and not any other way, no.
I mean, 4 adults just embraced her all the time.
Yes.
Were there attempts?
I don't want to talk about it.
Along with the 5 hostages, there was another friendly figure in captivity, Bella.
Say bye-bye.
The little Shih Tzu dog Mia managed to keep with her during the terrifying moments of the kidnapping. Even under the most difficult conditions, the Leimberg family took care of their dog.
Bella was quiet. I think most of the time they didn't pay attention during the entire trip to Gaza.
And in the apartment itself,
They accepted it apparently as part of the package. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. She was ignored and that was good.
they didn't understand where it came from.
Yes, and she was with us the whole time. There was something that kept us busy, hugging her so she wouldn't run away. Also thinking about her needs, about the food. It helped us.
What did she eat?
Spam from battle rations.
IDF battle rations or Gazan battle rations?
No, Israeli.
Really?
She really liked it. She's a small dog and she doesn't eat much. Yeah, we managed to keep her too. Yes, and she came back with us and we're happy.
After 2 months, the long-awaited release arrived, but the joy about the return home was mixed with anxiety in the face of the bitter news that the men, Fernando and Luis, were to remain in Gaza. How do you say goodbye?
It was very difficult to accept that it was just us and that they were staying. They were very strong because they understood that we really needed support and there was nothing to do, and now they're releasing us. At the moment of parting, the thought that just as we left, they too, that it will continue, the releases, and that in a few days they'd also return, and it didn't happen.
When Mia passed the long days in captivity, she hoped to return to her normal life, and now she is a 12th grade student again, with graduation and studies, and a new routine that she needs to get used to.
She went through a very tough experience. There are difficulties and there will be difficulties, but she really wants to continue with her routine, with her life. Enough has been taken from her. Last week, Mia was at a concert for her major in music. I saw her on stage and I said, it's good that she's here. She's got to move on with her life. I'm holding on to it, to think that we were in the most terrible place and we came back.